Hello, everybody. This is the final release of Ace Combat 6 on the Xenia port of the Xenia Master. So as you can see here, here's the latest file that you will download. It will be named Xenia Canary.rar new. You can either unzip this using Windows zip tool, or you can use WinRAR. I obviously use WinRAR because that's what I've been using for the last number of years to unzip files. So inside of this file here, you will see Xenia Canary. Inside of Xenia Canary, you will see what you see here. You will have all of your DLC, which is ready to go if you need to actually reinstall it. You have the TOML file right here, which should already be pre-configured. The only thing you have to do is just double check to make sure there are a few things that are correct, and that will be license mask, frame rate. Actually, I'll just open up here and show you guys. So inside we have, this is your TOML file. This is what you will be editing to actually make changes if you need to make changes. So we're going to do a Control F, and we're going to search for internal display resolution. It should be set to 16, which is 1920 by 1080p. You're going to want to look for frame rate limits. Inside it is already set to 120. You can change it to 120 for, I think, 60 FPS. But at this time, just leave it at 120, or you can set it to 0, which will change it back to its original 30 FPS. License mask is going to be set to 1, which is first license enabled, generally full version license. And then we're going to ensure that AC6 ground fix is set to true, which here it is set to true. And we're going to look at the XMA XMP just to make sure that that's enabled. So we want to have a dedicated XMA thread. However, if your processor or game is slow, you can change this back to false. We're going to use the new decoder, the new experimental XMA audio decoder. We're going to use that. This can be changed to anything between 4 to 64. Currently it's set to 48. It can be set to 16, 8, whatever you want. And then we are going to open up the actual Xenia emulator here. Hi, it's post-production me again. I realized I forgot to show you guys something. So what we're going to do is, what I do at least, come back over here, you. There we go. So what I forgot to show you is we're going to link this to Nvidia control panel. So I have a cat here. So inside of Nvidia control panel, we're going to go to Manage 3D Settings. We're going to hit Program, and we're going to hit Add. You're going to look for your Xenia Canary, and you're going to do the following if you have a recent Nvidia graphics card. So what we have here is image scaling. I have that set to on. I have set the anisotropic filtering to 16. FXXA is on. I want to override any anti-aliasing. I could do enhance, but I just do override. And then I can do 8x anti-aliasing and 8x transparency with super sampling. I do have MFFA turned on. I have sampling turned off. I probably turn it to on. Negative LOD bias set to clamp. Texture filtering set to high quality. Trilinear optimization on. Threaded optimization on. Triple buffering on. Vertical sync on. So if you don't get results that you'd like, you can come into the Nvidia program settings here and actually make the changes to your Xenia Canary, which I have here. You don't have to use these. This is what I use. I think this is what makes it look the best. You are open to experiment, but you need to have a recent Nvidia graphics card, such as the 2060 or up to the 5080 or to the 50 series. I have a 4080 Super that I use. So do this. You change what you want inside of here as well to get the better picture quality you think is better. With that, back to the video. And we are going to check the display settings. In post-processing effects, we're going to use for the anti-aliasing Nvidia Fast Approximate Anti-Aliasing Normal Quality. I have experimented with extreme quality, but it looks kind of smudgy. The final product looks smudgy. For resampling and sharpening, we are going to use AMD Fidelity FX Super Resolution 1.0. The first slider is going to be set all the way to the left, and the second slider, cast sharpening, is going to be set all the way to the right. If you do not like how this looks, you can change it yourself by going to Display and then clicking Post-Processing Effects. Clicking it again will take you away. You can press F11 to full screen the program, or you can just simply do Display Full Screen and then press F11 to take it down. So with everything installed, if for some reason your content is not installed, we're going to select Install Content, and then you are actually going to go to your Xenia Canary, which is where I have everything here. You're going to click into All Packed DLC and highlight all of this and then hit Open. You should see Installation Result, Marketplace Content. You should see everything is successful. Click OK, and then you can do File, Show Content Directory, and this is looking at where everything is. In this file here, in this long 0 file here, you're going to see 4E4D07D1. This is going to have your DLC files in a file 0002. And then if we back out, this is just the headers for the mod, this is just the headers for the DLC. We are not going to touch those. Inside of this file here, this is your actual user account. So if you click into what does that say? FFFE07D1, this is where your user profile is stored. If you click into this file here and keep clicking through, you'll see your account. Now I have my account on here. You can delete this or delete all of this, or these two really, and then create a new account. However, you do not have to do that. This is the only thing I have installed on this, so you should be fine. If we click into this folder here, which is Ace Combat, you will have another DLC folder, and then you will have the actual game save. So this should be a 100% save file. If not, that's fine. You should have everything unlocked. All the missions should be there. So if you see like an A or a C or whatever, it's because I was messing around with it. It does not affect the gameplay. So that about does it for how to install. You will not be getting this Ace Combat 6 Fires of Liberation ISO file. You will not be getting that. You must provide that yourself. All you will have to do is export this. So I will create a test folder, new folder. I'll just label it test 3. I'm going to drop this into here. And I'm going to extract. So WinRAR extract files, or extract here rather. It'll open up that Xenia Canary file. And then the only thing we have to do is just copy paste. And then once this is done, we will go ahead and double check to make sure everything is correct. All right, it's downloaded, so we're going to go ahead and double check, load it up, open recent, Ace Combat 6. And this should speed by pretty quick. There we go. I'm going to lower the volume just a little bit. That's a little loud, holy moly. Maybe it's just my headphones. Here we go, we have the 100% save file. And then we should be able to do free mission, free flight, or let's do the expert. And you can see we have a 100% save file, which is what we wanted to see. We have the Ace of Aces missions. I have not touched any of these. This came with the file. So we have all the DLC. So we're going to go ahead and do a free flight. Skip through this. And we're going to start the mission. We should have all of the skins. I'm going to drop that down a little bit more. We should have all of the skins for all of the planes that came with the game. So we have all the skins for the F-16. All the skins for the Mirage 2005. A10. Tornado GR4, which is probably one of my favorite planes from this era. The F-18. F-2A. F-14D Tomcat. We also have all of the Idolmaster packs, too. The Su-33. F-15E Strike Eagle. Rafael M. F-117A. Typhoon. Su-47. There is a skin here I called the Break It. I don't know if this will affect your game. You are welcome to try it. Use this at your own risk. And we have the F-22A. And then finally the CFA-44 Nosferatu. And that is all of the content. Oop, I don't want to shut down OBS. I want to shut this down. I just did an Alt F4. So that is pretty much the cut and dry of it. I will provide the mega link in a Reddit post. I will link the Reddit post to the YouTube video. And I will also have a link to how to download the file. The file you will be looking for is called xeniacanary.rar new in parentheses. And with that, that's pretty much it. It should be very easy to install. You shouldn't have to do a whole lot of work. If you do, please leave a comment. I will be more than happy to help you out where I can. I am still looking for people to actually collaborate with. If you have any experience with Xenia Canary, the Xenia Master, or the Xenia Manager team, or not the team, I should say, with the programs, please feel free to leave a comment and let me know. I would be more than happy to collaborate with you to find the actual issues that we currently have. I did have someone assisting me, and let me see what they said here. The current problems they had. Overall bugs so far, occasional audio glitches and missions briefings, consistent across versions to my incomplete Ace of Aces knowledge. Gameplay, Mount Marcello just has a weird hitbox, but that has been normal, I think. Haven't seen that before. No weirdness or tutorials besides what I'm calling the Break It, the Su-47 Burkett, with that rainbow skin. With that, I believe we are pretty much all set for a full release. If anyone needs any help, again, please leave a comment. With that, have yourselves a great night, everybody.